I thought I'd do a little different vlog this time, do an actual reading vlog. So you've seen a little bit of my planner there. I did it last night, so the lighting wasn't great. But I'm going to do a little bit more now, which I'll show you in a minute. But first, I'm going to tell you, or show you anyway, what I'm thinking of doing for this month. Now, I've not done much reading. I think the last thing I did for the reading was Space Opera September, and I didn't get through all my books. I think I only did about 3 out of 4. I maybe should have put it on the Goodreads group, but things have happened, so, nothing drastic, just, life things get in the way. But I have finally finished this one. This is the last in this trilogy. So this was a trilogy. It started with Godblind, Dark Soul, and the end one, Blood Child. I did a review of the first one, and I think I enjoyed it, but one of my pet peeves was that the chapters were really short. And it did improve a little bit in the second 2 books, but they were still quite short, which meant because there was quite a few characters, you were getting little snippets of everybody. And that didn't change, but I did like the characters and the story, and I might do a proper review of the whole trilogy in another video. So I've finished that, and there was a couple of ebooks that I finished. But what I was thinking of doing this month, and I've got a pile here to choose from, I will, as you've seen it, those 4 little circles, this is where I want to put my choices of reading material for this month. Elliot Brooke was saying, it was something about how women who write fantasy are always put in the YA grouping, just for the mere fact of being female. So I've grabbed a selection of the books I have. I'm trying not to buy new books because I have so many already. But these are all female fantasy authors of adult fantasy, not YA. And I need to whittle it down to 4. So I have The Black Ship, and that's by Diana Farrow Francis, who also writes as, is it Kim Harrison? She's done the Dead Witch Walking series. Yeah, I'm sure it's Kim Harrison. I keep wanting to say Kim Hunter, but I'm sure it's Kim Hunter. Right, stop waffling. So there's that one. This is a really good one. These are, well, as you can see, it's a sort of seafaring thing, and it's about she's a customs officer on the dock. That starts, and it's just a novel of Cross Point. Cross Point is the town. So there's that one. Also have this one I've started, and this is Kristen Britton's First Rider's Call. I'm not 100% certain if this would be YA or not. I don't think so. Just because it's got a young protagonist. See, that's the thing that always confuses me. I've been reading fantasy for about 40 years now, and we never had young adult, new adult, teen books. It was children's and adults, and that was it. And yeah, I probably read books that were not age appropriate in like my early teen, pre-teen years. I think Shirley Conran's an author that came to mind that my sister told my mother on, as older sisters do. So yeah, so there's this one. Like I said, I've started it. That's in her Green Rider series, which is up to about 6 books now, I think. There's that one. This also goes into my series to finish, and that's Glenda Lark's Isles of Glory trilogy, which I started ages ago and never got round to finishing. So this is book 2, Gilfeather. She's one of my favourite authors, is Glenda Lark. I really enjoy it. This one, I did not so long ago, book 2 in this series, so I'll get on to book 3, and this is by Rowena Corey Daniels. Deborah Chester, who's also one of my favourite authors, and I also really like her fantasy fiction formula, non-fiction book, writing book. So I've read, this is the second one. I've already read The Sword, this is The Ring, and then the third one's The Chalice. So it's The Sword, The Ring and The Chalice. But yeah, she's a really good writer and I do enjoy them. I'll finally get round to reading this one, Emily G, or Gee, however you say it. That's The Fire Prince. That's the second book in that series. Trudy Canavan. This is The Ambassador's Mission. And it's a new one. It's a book 1 of the Traitor Spy trilogy. I think this is a second-hand one that I got for about 50p. So I'm not complaining. And then this one. Fiona McIntosh, Royal Exile. You can see that says Voyager First Edition. So I'm going to try and whittle these down to 4. I've already know the 2. I'm going to finish this one and this one. I think it might end up being 4 or 5. We'll see, because I am trying to step up all my reading. So now I'm going to turn this camera around and I'll show you once I've chosen the rest of my setup for my planner. Okay. So here's a final flip through of what I've got so far. I might add an actual reading tracker to this, but I'll see. So I've just got, I'm sorry, my cover page there was just November. The calendar, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. This is where I messed something up, so I just decided to put a sticker over the top. And this is Princess Mononoke looking fierce. So that was my TBR, and then there's just the video. So this is this one, and I'll just put in the date that I upload it. A brain dump for ideas for the likes of Bookstagram, YouTube, all that sort of thing. And then just my rating for each book. And I'll put in here the date I've actually read it into these little things. And all that is, if I can find it. And all I did to make these little circles was I used this thing, if you remember, and then you put, you know, your pen in it and you just swirl round. And it makes all different kinds of patterns. So that's all I used for them and this here. So that's it. It's just nice and simple. But like I said, I might put in a reading tracker to see how I'll get on with my reading.